At number 10, a planet where it literally rains molten iron. Scientists call it WASP-76b. WASP-76b orbits so close to its parent star that one side permanently faces the heat. Temperatures there exceed 2,400 degrees Celsius. That's hot enough to vaporize iron. Scientists believe metal rises into the atmosphere as gas before violent winds carry it toward the cooler night side. There, the iron condenses and falls back to the surface as liquid metal rain. Imagine thunderclouds made not from water, but molten iron. If Earth orbited this close to our sun, our oceans would vanish, our atmosphere would ignite, and the surface would become unrecognizable. WASP-76b isn't simply hostile to life. It feels hostile to reality itself. At number 9, a planet where glass storms move faster than fighter jets. Scientists know it as HD 189733b. At first glance, HD 189733b appears beautiful. Its atmosphere glows deep blue from space. But beneath that color lies one of the most violent environments ever discovered. Winds tear across the planet at over 8,000 kilometers per hour. Within those winds are tiny silicate particles, essentially glass. Scientists believe the planet experiences sideways storms of razor-sharp glass moving faster than bullets. Imagine standing in a hurricane where the air itself slices through everything it touches. And somehow, this world is completely real. At number 8, a planet so hot it's actually hotter than some stars. This dying world is called Kelt 9b. Most planets orbit stars. Kelt 9b almost feels like it's becoming one. Its temperature reaches over 4,300 degrees Celsius. That's hotter than certain stars in our galaxy. The planet glows from its own heat. Its atmosphere is being blasted apart by radiation so intense that the world is literally evaporating into space. Every second, Kelt 9b is dying, slowly torn apart by the star it orbits. And yet somehow, gravity still holds the planet together. For now. At number 7 is a planet scientists believe may be filled with diamond, a treasure world transformed into a furnace. Its name, 55 Cancri. What if an entire planet was worth more money than humanity could ever spend? Scientists believe 55 Cancri may contain enormous amounts of carbon compressed into diamond. Its interior could be filled with crystalline material on a scale almost impossible to imagine. But despite its beauty, this world is a nightmare. Surface temperatures exceed 2,000 degrees Celsius. Lava may flow across enormous portions of the planet. The sky itself could glow red from the heat. It's a treasure world transformed into a furnace. At number 6 is one of the darkest worlds ever discovered. A planet so black it almost disappears into space. Astronomers call it TRES-2b. TRES-2b reflects less than 1% of the light that reaches it. It is darker than charcoal, darker than black paint. If you were somehow able to see it nearby, the planet might appear as a nearly invisible void drifting through space, a world that seems to absorb light itself. And that's what makes it so unsettling. Our brains expect planets to reflect light. TRES-2b barely does. It feels less like a planet and more like a hole cut into the universe. At number 5, an entire planet covered by a global ocean. No continents, no land, only endless water. This alien world is known as GJ-1214. Imagine a planet with no continents, no mountains, no land at all, only ocean. Scientists believe GJ-1214b may be completely covered by a global sea hundreds of kilometers deep. Beneath the water, pressures become so extreme that exotic forms of ice may exist despite intense heat. No beaches, no islands, just endless dark water stretching across an entire planet. If intelligent life existed here, it might never even know stars existed above the clouds. At number 4 is a world older than Earth itself, a planet that has existed for nearly the entire history of the universe. Scientists nicknamed it Methuselah. This planet formed around 12.7 billion years ago. That means it existed before Earth, before the Sun, before almost everything familiar to humanity. This ancient world has survived nearly the entire history of the universe itself. When this planet formed, galaxies were still young, and somewhere out there, it continues orbiting silently through the darkness. At number 3, a real-life Tatooine, a planet where two suns rise together in the sky. Astronomers call it Kepler 16b. For decades, twin sunsets existed only in science fiction. Then astronomers discovered Kepler 16b, a planet orbiting two stars simultaneously. From its surface, two suns would rise and set across the sky together. It sounds fictional, but it's real. And discoveries like this force us to ask a strange question. How many science fiction ideas are actually possible somewhere in the universe? At number 2 is one of the loneliest planets ever discovered, a frozen giant drifting at the edge of its solar system. Its name is HD 106906b. Most planets stay relatively close to their stars. HD 106906b does not. Its orbit is so enormous that one trip around its star takes roughly 15,000 years. If Earth occupied this orbit, our sun would appear as little more than a bright star in the distance. Imagine standing on a world where daylight barely exists, a planet drifting through near total darkness at the outer edge of its solar system. Cold, silent, almost completely alone. And at number 1, a planet that shouldn't exist at all, a giant world so light it could theoretically float. Astronomers call it TOI 3757b. Our final world shouldn't exist at all. TOI 3757b is larger than Jupiter, but its density is astonishingly low. Scientists compare it to cotton candy. If there were an ocean large enough, this giant planet might theoretically float. A world enormous enough to swallow Earth, yet lighter than anyone thought possible. And that's what makes exoplanets so fascinating. Every time we think we understand how planets work, the universe surprises us again. If worlds this strange already exist in our galaxy, what else might still be hiding in the darkness? And out of all the planets we explored today, which one terrified you the most? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to explore more impossible worlds beyond our solar system, subscribe.